Have you ever been hurt by someone's words, frustrated by someone's actions, or angry because you felt disrespected? Many people spend their lives carrying anger because they believe that others are intentionally trying to hurt them. They take every criticism personally, every mistake as an insult, and every inconvenience as a personal attack. But what if many of the things that upset us were never about us at all? What if much of our suffering comes not from what happens, but from the stories we create in our minds about what happens? In this powerful Buddha story, a man who is easily offended learns a lesson that completely changes the way he sees the world. A simple boat floating on a river teaches him why so many people suffer unnecessarily and how true peace begins when we stop taking everything personally. A man named Narin was known throughout his village for having a quick temper. Even small inconveniences could upset him, and he often allowed minor problems to ruin his entire day. If someone criticized his work, he would replay the words in his mind for hours. If a friend forgot to greet him, he immediately assumed they no longer respected him. Over time, Narin became convinced that people were constantly treating him unfairly. The more he thought this way, the heavier and more unhappy his life became. Although he had a comfortable life, he rarely felt peaceful because his mind was always focused on what others had said or done to him. One morning, after another argument with a neighbor, Narin left the village and wandered into a nearby forest hoping to clear his mind. As he walked beside a quiet river, he noticed Buddha sitting peacefully beneath a large tree, watching the water flow gently downstream. Narin approached respectfully and said, "Master, I do not understand why people keep causing me suffering. Everywhere I go, someone seems to upset me." Buddha listened quietly and then invited Narin to join him in a small wooden boat resting by the riverbank. Curious, Narin stepped into the boat, and together they slowly drifted across the calm river while enjoying the peaceful morning air. As they traveled, Narin felt his worries begin to fade. For the first time in many days, his mind felt calm. Suddenly, another boat floating with the current headed directly toward them and crashed into their boat with a loud impact. Narin immediately jumped to his feet, ready to shout at the careless person responsible for the collision. But when he looked inside the other boat, he was shocked to discover that it was completely empty. There was nobody there at all. His anger disappeared instantly because he realized the collision had not been a personal attack. It was simply an accident caused by the river's current. Buddha smiled and said, "Many situations in life are like this empty boat. People may be distracted, struggling, or dealing with their own pain, yet you assume everything is directed at you." Narin finally understood. From that day forward, whenever someone upset him, he remembered the empty boat and asked himself whether he was creating unnecessary suffering. As a result, his anger gradually disappeared, and his life became far more peaceful.